Good morning and welcome to the Provo Weather Watch. You're watching with Susan Hedengren. Tomorrow, residents of Provo, Utah should be prepared for a surprising change in the weather as a winter storm is set to bring snow to the area. Despite the fact that it is already April, we can expect 5 to 10 inches of snow throughout the day. Maybe we want the drought after all. As we know, many people in Provo were eagerly awaiting for the arrival of spring after a long and snowy winter season. Unfortunately, Mother Nature has other plans for us, but fear not. For those who are on spring break, there are still plenty of fun activities to enjoy in the snow. Here are 5 suggestions. Snowboarding or skiing. Provo is home to several world-class ski resorts, and many of them will still be open during spring break. So why not hit the slopes and enjoy some fresh powder? Snowshoeing or hiking. If you're not into skiing or snowboarding, you can still enjoy the beautiful winter scenery by going on a snowshoeing or hiking adventure. There are several trails in the area that are perfect for winter exploration. Snowball fights and building snowman. Who says you have to be a kid to enjoy a good old-fashioned snowball fight or build a snowman? Grab your friends and family and let the snow games begin. Indoor activities. If the cold weather is just too much for you, there are still plenty of indoor activities to enjoy, such as visiting the BYU Museum of Art or catching a movie at the Cinemark 16. Hot springs. Finally, if you're looking for a way to warm up after a day in the snow, why not take a dip in one of the many hot springs in the area? A soak in the warm water is a perfect way to end a chilly day. So there you have it, folks. Despite the snowy forecast for tomorrow, there are still plenty of fun activities for spring breakers in Utah. Stay safe and enjoy the snow. You're watching Provo Weather Watch with Susan Hedengren. Thank you.
Thank you, Susan, for that weather report. Now over to sports. Yesterday was the Alpha Invitational at Timpanogos High School. An excellent sprint and distance performances yesterday. One in particular was the 4x800 meter. Here Jane is getting the handoff for the final leg of the 4x800 meter as their team chases the qualifying state time of 9:55.
Going for their last handoff. Making a big push.
Here we have the first lap coming up to the end with this 63 second. You can see she drafted right there and then made her move with about 300 meters to go. So here goes the move as she passes after a nice draft for about a lap and on her way to the finish line. So Timpview High School qualified for the state with a 9:47, meeting the 9:55 qualifying time. Now in this race, Jane hit a 63 second first lap and a 69 second second lap for a 2:12. Now back over to Felicia for a special interview with one of our distinguished guests.
Hi, my name's Felicia, and today we are going to be interviewing Davis Johnson, and you are watching Provo Weather Watch and News. So, how does it feel that you were on General Conference?
It feels pretty good. It was really cool to be on TV for I think someone said it was 17 million people. So to be live and singing for that many people, plus the thousands of people in the conference center and the apostles, was really cool.
How does it feel that you were put behind the organ?
You know, it's a little bit sad. You have to make sacrifices, and my sacrifice was being behind the organ, getting very little screen time. But regardless, I was still grateful for the opportunity.
So how do you compare yourself to the Tabernacle Choir?
You know, in the church, we don't really like to compare ourselves. We kind of try and stay away from that stuff, because you don't want to feel better than anyone else. But if I had to say, maybe 100 times better, 1,000 times better. Well, what, do you disagree?
Tell us what it was like behind the scenes.
So I was actually super interested with what was going to happen behind the scenes. We got to go into this little theater because the conference center is so big, it has a ton of rooms. So we went into the theater where they do gospel and spoken word. You know what that is?
No.
Okay, well, it's something that they do on Sundays and they broadcast it. So we were in that theater. And then they ran us through the front, and then they ran us into the back where the choir sits. And then we could see the teleprompter, and we saw all the 70 and all the apostles walk in and sit in their seats because we're right behind them. And it turns out like where the screen is that shows them their words, there's like a little timer at the bottom, and it tells them how long that they've been talking for, which was kind of cool because I didn't realize this, but basically every talk is only like 10 minutes long. So
They seem longer than that.
they do seem longer than that.
Yeah.
Oh, my favorite song. We sang "Abide with Me 'Tis Eventide," and I think that one was my favorite. It had really cool words and really cool meaning.
Thank you for watching. This is Felicia, and you're watching Provo Weather Watch and News.